What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have another Nighthawk, a very, very nice Nighthawk. It is the BDS9 or Boardroom Double Stack 9mm, and what a great shooting gun. Before we get into it, let me quickly address the giant pink elephant in the room. Yes, Nighthawk guns are very expensive. They're custom hand-fit guns. They're extremely nice, but they're not for everyone. I get it. If you are not willing or not able to drop $6 on a gun, I understand. I'm cheap. I'm right with you there, but don't get mad in the comments. Sit back, relax, and for the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to take you through one of the nicer guns you can buy. Alright, as always, let's start at the magazines. It takes 2011 magazines, double stacked 9mm, 1911 magazines, whatever you want to call them. It is 17 rounds, 9mm. It does work with other 2011 mags. For example, this magazine I have right here in my hand is from Staccato, and it works fine. The grip is is absolutely my favorite feature on this gun. I love everything about the grip. First, you have a nice magwell. Being this is their competition, it's good for self-defense, perfect for self-defense, but it's geared towards competition. So it has a very, very nice magwell to help you with those magazine insertions. I like all 2011 grips. I like the angle, I like the shape, even double stack ones. I dig the grips and the way they feel, but this has Nighthawk's rough grip texture, whatever they call it. It looks cool, but it feels extremely nice. And the gun already shoots extremely well. When you add the rough grip texture, it does not budge. This is one of the most flat shooting guns I have ever seen, touched, felt. I mean, I'm absolutely smitten and in love with the grip. It also has a good size trigger guard undercut to help you get up a little higher on the gun, and just, yeah, the grip is just sensational. The frame on there is a government size frame. Rail goes all the way out, and it has a silver DLC finish. I think that looks really, really nice. The magazine release is in a standard spot for a 2011. With my size hands, I've never been able to reach the magazine release on any 1911 or 2011 without readjusting my grip a little bit, but that's just my baby thumbs there. It does drop the magazines freely, as you can see, which is not only important in self-defense, it's also very important in competitions as well. Before we get into the trigger, sponsor of the video is Nighthawk Outdoors. If you don't know Nighthawk Outdoors, shame on you. They have a lot of cool guy stuff that we're all into. They have a lot of ammo, and they're always having big sales and deals on ammo. They have a lot of reloading supplies, optics, fishing, hunting, all sorts of cool guy stuff. Down in the video description, there is a link to their website, their Facebook, their Instagram. Not only did they sponsor the video, they also supply the ammo to this channel, so I could put a few extra rounds with this Nighthawk. Not that I really needed to, but I wanted to because the gun shoots really nice. So a big thank you to Nighthawk Outdoors. Do me that favor, please click one of those links, check them out, give them a follow. Not only did they sponsor all this stuff, they're also really good people, and that's important to me. Let's talk about this trigger. Alright, so it's an aluminum trigger. It's an aluminum trigger. It's flat face. It's adjustable. Comes in around 3-ish pounds. My favorite part is it has very little to no take up, and it has a very, very stout wall. The wall is very, very stout. And that's important to me. I like that on a trigger. The reset is good. No issues there. It is definitely very audible, slightly tactile is what I would say. And with this nice, big, beautiful, smooth, heavy gun with a very nice, smooth, light trigger, it is really, really easy to get hits on target. As always, let's take that 10-second break so you can get up close and personal with this trigger and see it, touch it, smell it, and I'll be right back. What did you think of that trigger? Not too bad at all. Your rail next. Rail's a full-size rail. Get a little extra weight out there near the muzzle. Never hurts anything. If you're going to put a light on this gun, an X300 fits absolute perfect. I'll roll some B-roll in so you can see what I mean. It lines up pretty much perfect with the end of the muzzle, and I think it just looks so damn good. Your safety situation does have a grip safety, of course, like most 1911, 2011s, and I didn't have any problems actuating it. There's been some 1911s and 2011s. I go to pull the trigger and I get nothing because something about my hands and that grip safety don't don't play well. The actual manual safety is very nice as well. I'm sure you can hear that. It is super tactile and audible. This is only strong side. You can get an ambi safety if you want, I believe, like most Nighthawk's gun, but this one is only on the left side of the gun. Slide release is a little unique. It actually comes with 2 slide release. This is a slide release that was in the gun, and when you were looking at the trigger, I went and swapped them out for you. Okay, so this, I put the magazine in. Shouldn't it lock to the rear? It doesn't lock to the rear. So what it has here is a standard mag release where the slide will lock to the rear on your last round, and this is a disengaged, I believe they call it, mag release, so the slide will not lock to the rear on your last round. So it's going to do a couple things. The biggest one I think it is for competitions. You don't want the slide to lock to the rear and waste that time because you're managing your ammo throughout the course of fire. So you're probably going to change mags when you have a chance and never go to slide lock. It also, if the slide's not locked to the rear and you insert that magazine in like Hulk, you're not going to overly insert that mag in. Then you still have to rack the slide if it's unloaded at that point. But those are the 2 reasons to have a disengaged slide release, and I thought that was kind of cool, kind of unique. All right, the slide has the same silver DLC finish as the frame. The slide does, yes. Has a tri-top design. I think it looks very aesthetically pleasing. You have front and rear serrations. They are very, very clean. They are angled forward. They're deep enough. Plus, it takes like nothing to rack that slide anyway. You do have some lightning cuts, not only on the top, on the side. I don't know how much that really lightens up the weight of the slide, but I think aesthetically, those look extremely good. Your sights are solid also. Not too many cons on this gun. The front sight is a red fiber optic, and if you're trying to get very precise shots, and my eyes pick up that red very quickly, and there's other colors of course, but fiber optic is great for that. Now the rear sight, you have a couple unique things here. The rear sight that comes on it is a Heinen, I'll put it up here on the screen, rear sight. You have a ledge for one-handed manipulation. You have a blacked out rear. The sights are very nice, and it comes on this accessory plate. And if you don't know, Nighthawk has an IOS, what does that stand for? Interchangeable Optic System. So you back out the screw on the top, you push the pin out, and within seconds you can go from irons to an optic to back to iron. So if you're competition and you're running an irons division and an optic division, you can swap back and forth with most optics in about 30 seconds. And the best part is you don't lose zero on the optic. I've tested this on other Nighthawks, taking the optic off. There's a dovetail in there that slides in, and you do not lose zero. You should probably verify that, but you do not use zero. One word of caution with the SRO. The SRO has that beluga whale looking part that sticks up over the front of the optic, and because of that, it blocks the screw on the iOS system. So if you love the SRO, you're going to have to take the SRO off the plate before the plate comes off. If you're using any other optic, standard RMR, Holosun, anything like that at all, you just, again, back out that screw, take the pin, you're good to go. It's a very cool optic system. All right, dimensions up here on the screen, weight, price, again, it's not cheap, but it's worth every dollar in my humble opinion. I am going to show you how to take it apart, just in case you want to know. Right behind the slide release is another little cutout, and of course I'll roll in some B-roll so you can see what I mean here. And you're going to push the slide release out from one side to the other, and it is a very tight hand fit gun, so you kind of got to use a tool. I actually use the other slide release to push it out. Once you pull that slide release out, you take the slide off of the frame. It comes with this little silver tool, looks kind of like a mini Allen wrench, and if you look on the recoil spring, there's a little tiny slot that you can put that little adapter in. Once you do that, you pull the recoil spring and the guide rod. Sorry, I had a brain freeze on the guide rod, right out of the gun. It's all one piece, kind of a cool little system. The barrel is very nice as well. It is a 5-inch barrel. I'm struggling to get it out. Here we go. It is a 5-inch barrel. It is a bull barrel. It is hand fit like a lot of parts on this gun. It has a black DLC finish, very similar to the slide release and some of the other accessories on the gun. Look at that crown. It has a very aggressive, very good looking crown that sits flat with the end of the muzzle when it's in the gun, and it just looks great. Of course, it's match grade, and it is 9,000 times more accurate than I will ever be. Inside of the slide is, I was going to say it's very clean. It's not clean. It's very dirty and filled with carbon. But the machine marks are very, very clean. I don't really see any machine marks. And I normally wouldn't care about that, but this gun costs $6 grand. So we judge it a little bit more than, you know, a Glock or anything like that. All right, let's talk about testing before you guys get out of here. I only put a few hundred rounds through this gun. Thank Natchez Outdoors for supplying the ammo, but we put a few hundred rounds through this gun. I was trying to do some competition type drills, but it's been really cold. We're talking 20-25 degrees the 2 times I took this gun to the range, so we didn't run around as fast as we normally would, but I did my best. For the most part, we hit some steel, did a ton of steel. We did a lot of transitioning, some running and gunning, magazine exchanges, and you'll see through the B-roll throughout the footage if you want to see exactly the type of drills I did. And we had 0 issues, 0 problems, 0 concerns. Just the gun runs extremely nice. It shoots extremely flat. And here are my pros. It shoots really nice. It shoots every dollar worth of $6,000. It shoots extremely nice. It looks extremely nice. It feels extremely nice. Not only the grip, the slide, the texture on the grip is great. The trigger is solid. That slide is buttery smooth. The optic system is good. The sights are good. You understand the one gunsmith and the quality craftsmanship you get. And again, I think it's worth every dollar. If I was going to order a premium gun, whether it be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, Nighthawk would be the one I would choose. That'd be my first choice. Like the Wilson Combats and the Atlas and all those other brands are great. Nothing wrong with them. I just prefer the features and the grip and whatnot on the Nighthawk. And I would probably order a very similar gun to this. Couple maybe add that comp in. That TRS comp's really nice. But either way, it'd be a very similar gun to this. Alright, I'm done talking. Thank you very much, Nighthawk, for letting me borrow this gun. I will go get it in the mail right now so you have it back in time for SHOT Show. This is one of their display guns, and if you go to SHOT Show or NRA Show and you see a BDS9 on the table, this is the exact gun that I'm reviewing, and you get to play with it at the show. I want to thank the sponsor of the video for the 3rd time, Natchez Outdoors and Shooting, and they have all the cool guy ammo and reloading and fishing and hunting and all that cool optic stuff, and the link is down in the video description. Please go check them out. And I think that's all I got for you today. Swag, if you want to buy a shirt or a patch, help me out. I appreciate it. Of course, the link's down in the video description. Thank you guys for watching. If you think I deserve it, please like, comment, subscribe, enable the bell notifications. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Peace.